What's up, y'all? I'm Marcus. You're at the channel of the Debt-Free Dad, where we're following my family's financial freedom journey and learning about finance and chopping it up about finance along the way. As always, I got to throw out the disclaimer. I'm a licensed attorney. I'm definitely not your attorney, so this isn't legal advice. This is not financial advice. Anything you see on this channel is educational and just letting y'all know what's going on in the household of the Debt-Free Dad. Now, in today's video, it's that time to recap where we are, what have we accomplished with the 2021 financial goals. Way back in January, myself and all the other finance YouTube family out there who I support and follow, they all laid out what they wanted to tell their money to do in 2021. Now we're about to see if our money listens to what the hell we told it to do or what we was supposed to tell it to do. Before we get started, hey, I want to just show y'all this video. December is always a busy month because it's my son's birthday is on Christmas Eve. The poor guy, it's going to be hard as hell for him to have a real birthday party because everybody's always tied up with family and the holidays. So we always try to do something for his birthday for him. But he did wanted me to share this video from our vacation when we were on vacation. This guy decided that he wanted to jump off of a waterfall. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to talk y'all through it. So right now on the video, you see he's up on a waterfall. I felt fairly comfortable because he was up there with the instructor or the tour guide who's native to the island, jumped that waterfall hundreds of times so he could tell them how to jump, where to land, where not to land. Don't jump directly into the waterfall or you were going to die. So I was comfortable with that. I will tell you, my wife and daughter were in the background, just kind of losing their mind, all worried and concerned. Now, let's rewind. Maybe about 2 or 3 vacations ago, before COVID had popped off. I don't even know where we were at, but at some point this dude was out there swimming on the beach and the riptide snatched him up, so I had to go out there and get him. And when I went out there and got him, it was funny because as I was walking out there, I took one step and I dropped like 25 feet. Now, I was ultimately able to get him, pull him back in shore. He was scared. He was all pale and shit. But, with that being said, when we look at this video, I told him, I said, look here, if you jump off this waterfall, I'm not doing any emergency life-saving rescue missions during this vacation. So if you jump off the waterfall and come to your untimely demise, I want you to know that I love you, but I'm not going out there to get you. Fortunately for him, when I saw his big-ass head pop back up out of the water, I knew that he was good. But I did exactly tell him, go ahead and die if you want to. Watch, I won't come out there and get you. Alright, so let's talk about the financial goals. One of the first ones and easiest ones that we focused on was to pay off our vacation fund. Since I'm talking about the vacation, pay off our vacation fund in cash. Essentially, we were able to accomplish that goal. What we did, for those of you who aren't familiar, who haven't seen the video before, I normally plan the yearly spending plan based on getting paid twice a month for 12 months. There are a couple of months where we have a third paycheck. In those months, that's where I use the additional check to help satisfy and knock out some of the financial goals, to include the vacation. So we were able to pay for the vacation in cash. That was satisfied. That worked out well. The next goal I had was to put an additional $2,400 towards my son 529 plan. He's the firstborn child, and commonly one of the burdens of being a firstborn child is that your parents aren't as financially stable or savvy with child number one, and they learn and get educated and get better jobs, and they're a little bit more stable with child number 2. So we do allocate a certain amount of money per month to his 529 college plan. But I wanted to boost that up, so I was going to put an extra, essentially $200 a month in there, $2,400. Right now we're at $1,800 extra in that account. I'm going to go ahead and put the remaining balance in probably by the time you all see this video. I don't know why I just haven't put the remaining balance in, but I'm going to go ahead and knock that out so we can go ahead and check that off of the box. That was a satisfactory mark. We were able to meet that goal of putting the extra money into his 529 plan. Now, let's fast forward. Another one of the yearly goals that we had were to, increase our passive income streams. This is, not a pass or a fail. I don't think we satisfied it, but we didn't fail it. We lost a stream of passive income when we made the decision to sell our rental property to expedite our debt payoff. So we did lose that stream of revenue coming in every month, which was about $550 or something to that effect. We were able to replace that stream of revenue with the YouTube channel. I was able to get the channel monetized. Now, am I making $550 a month? Hell nah. Hopefully, you never know, speaking into existence. But we were able to replace one stream with another, and we definitely don't have any regrets with regard to selling the rental property. It was able to put us in a good position with our debt and satisfying some of our other financial goals that we'll talk about. So that's kind of where we are. My wife was able to make some additional income with her side hustle, travel vacation. She set those things up, family travel vacay. So she was able to make some income off of that. And we had our typical income that we had from our investments, which I'll probably talk about in more detail in a later video. Just know that any income we have from investments, we don't really actually see that money because we just reinvest it, and we want that interest and compounding interest and all that good stuff to just keep doubling and tripling up, so that money can continue to grow. Those dollar bills are employees that we got that work 24/7 even when we're sleeping. Okay, let's talk about the next goal that we had was focused on our debt payoff. Now, when we started, no, look, let's just kind of recap. In 2020, it may be some people who knew here, but in 2020, we took that opportunity with the student loan freeze, not having to pay any interest, to satisfy all of our other debts. So we paid off 2 cars, I don't know, a couple of credit cards, some high fugazi furniture, some high-class, highfalutin furniture my wife wanted, a TSP loan. We paid off all of that in 2020. So in February of 2021, the only thing that we had left was the student loan. So that was the only debt that we were really focusing on this year. In February, that student loan debt was about, my loan that we were focused on was about $109,900 and some odd dollars. Currently, where that loan stands today is about $45,923, some odd dollars. I'll put it up on the screen. In total, we were able to pay off over $64,000 towards the balance of that loan. That includes monthly payments that we've been making of anywhere between $2,000 to $3,500, $3,600 a month. And we're able to put a lump sum when we sold and got the proceeds, the profits from the sale of the rental property. We were able to put a nice lump sum on that account to get it down. Now, the benefit to us, the student loan forbearance and freeze has gotten extended, so we're going to try to capitalize and hopefully be in a position where we can pay that entire balance off by May 1st. More realistically, just kind of looking at the numbers, we should be able to get it to under $20,000 by the time May 1st comes. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and kind of see how that develops. Okay, now another financial goal that we, hold on, wait, before I go, with regard to the student loans, the goal was to pay $37,000 to $40,000. We've met and exceeded that. Because, one, we continued to make those monthly payments, but the sale of that investment property did help out significantly. Okay, another financial goal that we had was to fund our emergency fund. In 2020, when we were paying off all this other debt, the cars, the credit cards, all that other BS, essentially depleted our emergency fund because I just wanted to get that off the plate. We depleted it down to maybe $2,000, something to that effect. So the goal was to refund the emergency fund to get it up to 3 months would be about $15,000 to $17,000. We were able to satisfy that goal this year. We were able to get our emergency up to $20,000. That's about 3 to 4 months to allow us to keep moving, doing what we need to do. Now, as for me with my emergency fund, we essentially contribute $500 every month to the emergency fund. We are going to continue to do that, even though we've kind of set the 3-month mark at $20,000. We're going to continue to keep investing or keep saving that $500 a month towards the emergency fund. Hopefully we can get it up to 6 months, and then eventually somewhere down the line we can get it up to a year worth of emergency fund stashed away. Essentially with that $20,000, about $10,000 we were able to save just from our own saving that $500 plus some additional money every month. The remaining $10,000, again, we were able to use some of the proceeds from the sale of the rental property to fully fund that emergency fund. That's where we're at, $20,000, 3-month emergency fund. But we still contribute $500 a month because ultimately we want to get to a point where we have 12 months of an emergency fund, and we're just going to do that $500 a month at a time until it ultimately gets to a point where, hey, we know that if something happened, we're good for 12 months and we don't have to stress or worry about anything. Okay, now another thing that we talked about, and this really wasn't a financial goal, but it was something that we wanted to do, was decrease our investment. Normally we invest about 20% of our income into investment / retirement accounts. We decreased that by 10%. And really the thought behind that was we wanted to focus more on debt payoff as opposed to the accumulation of income and assets. Now we're definitely we're not going to stop investing. We just decreased it percentage wise. So we did decrease that by 10%. One of the good things though that kind of happened out of that is in investment accounts that we opened in 2021, we were able to invest, or the total value of those accounts have actually grown significantly. Some of the accounts you see in videos is a Webull account, an Acorn account, a Coinbase account. My wife even started investing with her Acorns account after she watched like one of my videos or something, which she rarely does. That's why I could talk about it on these videos and don't have to worry about any repercussions, but that's neither here nor there. But she even started to invest in an Acorns account this year. The total value of all of our accounts, investment accounts that we actually started this year is $9,990. So even though we were able to decrease our investments by 10% to focus on the debt payoff, we were able to essentially we just used our spending money, the money we had allocated towards our doing whatever we want with at the end of the month. We were able to use that money, and right now the total value of those accounts is almost $10,000. So that's kind of where we are with our goals, with things, how they played out in 2021. Y'all let me know in the comments below what was your most important goal that you set and that you made, or let me know what was a goal that you set that you didn't make and how you plan on adjusting in the comments below. It's always a journey. No one is perfect. If you come up with a plan and try to follow through with that plan, for the most part, you will be successful. We're all going to have months where we fall off. We're going to have months where we get budget fatigue and be like, man, I'm tired of doing this shit. We're going to go out and enjoy this $100 dinner or whatever it is that you want to kind of splurge on. Those things happen, and actually you have to have those things to kind of keep some sense of normalcy going on, not to just be eating beans and rice or be like old boy in the video I did, eating Six Flags lunch and dinner for 7 years to pay off your student loans. Hey, I'm dedicated. I know y'all dedicated, but I ain't got that type of goddamn dedication. My colon and my body, my cholesterol, my sodium intake couldn't take that shit. In any event, that's it. That's where we are with the 2021 goals. That's how we played out at the end of the year. Of course, I'm going to do a video where I talk about what I want to tell my money to do in 2022. And hopefully the shit listen. As always, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Peace.